This is Shivani Sengar. I worked as an internet click company. In today's video, I will discuss right to education. So, start with introduction. What is right to education? Education plays a significant role in the development of an individual and making him a well-informed citizen. It is the education which makes an individual self-sufficient, helps to empower the social uh, the social evils and contribute towards the growth of the society and nation as a whole. Over the years, the demand for the education in our country has grown by leaps and bounds. This is because people of all sections of society have understood the need of education, which is important for the overall development of a child. In India, education falls under the jurisdiction of both the union and state governments. Post independence era witnessed the commitment of the government and to ensure universal elementary education to all. In 1950s, India made a constitutional commitment to provide free and compulsory education to all children up to age of 14 by adding this provision in Article 45 of the Directive Principles of State Policy. However, it was the Constitution 86th Amendment Act 2002 which inserted Article 21A in the Constitution of India to provide free and compulsory education to all children in the age group of 6 to 14 years as a fundamental right in such a manner as the state may by law determine. The right of children to free and compulsory education act was enacted on 4th August 2009. It represents the consequential legislation envisaged under Article 21A, means that every child has a right to full-time elementary education of satisfactory and equitable quality in a formal school which satisfies certain essential norms and standards. The title of the RTE Act incorporates the words free and compulsory. Free education means that no child studying in government run schools shall be liable to pay any kind of fee, charges, or expenses which may prevent him or her from pursuing and completing elementary education. Compulsory education casts an obligation on the appropriate government and local authorities to provide and ensure admission, attendance, and completion of elementary education by all children. Attendance and completion of elementary education by all children. With this, India moved forward to a rights-based framework that cast a legal obligation on the central and state governments to implement this fundamental child right as enshrined in the Article 21A of the Constitution in accordance with the provisions of the RTE Act. The RTE Act lays down the guidelines in terms of infrastructure and minimum personal requirements which the school needs to adhere in order to function. There are many aided and private schools which have delivered excellent results in the past, but due to lack of funds in order to meet these stipulated guidelines will have to shut down. The RTE Act sanctions the government schools as the most secure ones in the terms of education and infrastructure. The RTE also prohibits all unrecognized schools from taking donations, capitations, fees, and no interview of parent and child. The public opinion about these schools tends to different. Most of these schools are overcrowded, impart poor standards of education, and lack in basic facilities like drinking water and sanitation. It is the unrecognized schools which fill in the lacuna created by the government school. The responsibility of bringing children to schools and providing them quality education is the work of the Human Resource Development Ministry. Then again, monitoring and implementation of the RTE Act is the responsibility of the Child Rights Commission in each state, which is under the Women and Child Development Department. The government recognizes four types of schools under the RTE, namely government, Government aided special and private schools. Each type of school varies in the quality of education. Ultimately, the rich can afford better quality schools, and poor will have to compromise with the inferior ones. The funds required for the successful implementation of the RTA Act is another major cause of concern for the government. In order to entitle each child with a quality education and make RTE a success, the government needs to take certain stringent measures. The government needs to assure that each state prepares a set of rules for the implementation of the right to education with the active participation of all the stakeholders. The states need to ponder upon expanding the age limits and include more age groups under the ages of RTA. The government can encourage private investment to manage the problems of funds, but at the same time it needs to assure that there are strict rules governing the participation of private sector in order to prevent the commercialization of education. And the government needs to widen the scope of this act in order to ensure its success. That's all, guys. Thank you.